the only event extreme enough to put our name to. The Unlimited Doozy.
In the 61-year history of the Doozy Canoe Marathon, some 12,300 paddlers have completed this grueling journey from Pietermaritzburg down to Blue Lagoon in Durban. In 2013, some 1,500 intrepid adventurers are heading downstream. They are all preparing to become people of the Doozy.
It's worked out as a fantastic sponsorship for us. Our brand is about courage, it's about boldness, it's about pushing the boundaries, and that's exactly what the Unlimited Doozy is about. You know, every paddler that's going out there is most certainly very courageous, very bold, and most certainly pushing a lot of boundaries. So we like as a business to connect with people, and we like to get involved. And this year I'm proud to say that a whole lot of our staff are participating in the race. Very different to a normal sponsorship where you get to take out a checkbook. We are taking out a checkbook and we are participating in the race, and we're really looking forward to a massive, massive weekend.
I'm a bit addicted. I'm already talking about next year's Doozy and the challenges to come in the coming year. So this paddling thing is fun, it's fantastic, and it's helped me a lot as well, you know, just having had my second baby. So I'm very, very, very happy to be here.
This year I think we took it a bit more easier. We focused a lot on the running. We focused more on gym work, working on specific muscles. And this year we're more prepared. So we're going to go in and have fun and just shoot the rapids and laugh.
This is our 28th together, Graham and I.
I want some experience. It's not completely new. This is going to be my fourth Doozy, but I think it's kind of like skydiving. The more you do it, the more you think about what you're actually doing, and the scarier it gets.
What are you expecting?
Just to have a good day.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
As tradition dictates, the paddlers are sent on their journey by the booming sound of the Natal Carbonier's cannon. The Unlimited Doozy is not just about the brave, fit, young and old competitors who take on the challenge every year. It's woven deep into the fabric of Pietermaritzburg's community. The huge gathering at the day's first obstacle, Ernie Pierce Weir, is testament to its popularity. Over the last 61 years, the Doozy has spawned thousands of passionate outdoor sportsmen and women, and in some cases it stretches back 3 generations. Schools like Maritzburg College, celebrating its 150th anniversary, have their own batch. And no doubt, many of those watching from the banks harbour dreams of tackling the Doozy one day soon. Oscar and Anati safely down Ernie Pierce. Just a couple of kilometres downstream from the start, the first of their major obstacles, Witness Weir. And the paddlers are cruising through here, no problem at all. This is the charity batch, all paddling in aid of the Unlimited Child. Unati Masingana, DJ, singer, idols judge, and now Doozy paddler. Polite in the extreme, the paddlers queue above Witness Weir, anxiously watching others go down. Some did opt to portage around it, but most relished the chance to shoot down, mindful of a day loaded with long, hot portages. And the odd swim. Unlimited CEO Steph Bester. Day one's 45k haul down to Doozy Bridge contains numerous portages, the first of them over Campbell's Farm, which is, by all accounts, a breeze compared to the brutal Devil's Cauldron.
Are we there yet?
Not quite.
Young guys can't get up there. What chance have I got? Never to miss another one, as long as I live.
How's it going?
Right, this is what they call the Devil's Cauldron.
Not called Devil's Cauldron for nothing, eh? It was heat.
Check, with calf muscles like this, you've got to be fast.
I say if it doesn't have petrol, it's not fun. Nearly finished, thank goodness. The runs are a killer. Real killer.
You can't be the one to slow down, Mr. O. So, we'll die on Saturday.
No matter what the conditions, paddlers, and particularly doozy paddlers, never lose their sense of humour.
Guinea is getting harder and harder and harder. I'm sure these hills are getting steeper.
A steady stream of tired hot paddlers made their way out of the Devil's Cauldron to be greeted by a welcome water point. Steph Bester needed cooling down.
Ek weet nie wat se ratingskaal jy gebruik nie, maar ten minste 9,5 uit 10 uit.
Where's that other 0.5%? It was all hands on deck to cool down the paddlers. The drop back down to the river via Jeff's Road, a couple of k's of relatively smooth dirt road.
It's a big hill. One day I'm going to buy a bulldozer and I'm going to flatten it.
Good, eh? It's been a good one.
Stellenbosch, it hasn't been good for me. Come up for the doozy and enjoying it, but mug, eh?
But learning the lingo at Marty's. The put in at Jeff's Road, never has climbing into a boat felt so good for Oscar and Nati. Good water levels made for happy paddlers.
Unlimited doozy. I can recommend it to all the other old people out there.
From there on, for the next while anyway, it was flat water. Getting the shoulders and arms warmed up after the walk-up Devils and run-down Jeffs. But further down the river, the rapids were lying in wait. The fun was about to begin. At Mission Rapid, a good crowd had gathered on the left bank to enjoy the spectacle. The orthodox channel is on the left, and while it may look fairly innocuous, many found some pretty unorthodox ways of getting through Mission. Or just looking for parking. He'd done all the hard work. Now here's a good spot to park. The adrenaline was pumping. This is why countless paddlers come back year in and year out. On the other side of the ledger are the novices, tackling the doozy for the first time, conquering fears, and embarking on what might well become a lifetime's obsession. The short portage at Guinea Fowl took its toll.
Loving it, hot as hell. It's lovely out there. Just trying to get through to the finish now.
And that finish was not far away, a superbly laid out camp just upstream from Doozy Bridge. The day will be remembered as one of the hottest in recent years of doozy history, and those at the back of the field were worst affected.
Cheers, mate. Thanks very much. It was a busy day with my partner Dion, but it was good. The portages were quite tough, especially Guinea Fowl at the end there. Red line was sort of coming out, but fantastic day on the water, and it's good to have day one in the bag.
Like a dumb claw like that.
Really?
Yeah.
But you look so calm though and composed.
No, that was because I couldn't speak. I was unable to.
We're getting massages now, right? Physio.
I hope so.
Nati and Paul DeToy sharing war stories. The boatyard was busy, and the post-paddle confessions thick and fast.
So why did you take a swim?
Oh no, that's the steering problem there.
Going to rectify that overnight?
Hopefully, no, we'll do a little bit of orientation a bit later.
Day 2 of the Unlimited Doozy. Thankfully, after the extreme heat on day 1, heavy cloud and a hint of coolness in the air. But all the talk was about the big water expected beyond the confluence.
Somebody said something about helmets earlier on. I was like, no, that's not for me. So I just keep my ears blocked and I don't listen to any of those legacy stories.
Big water that everyone's talking about today?
I'd rather not think about it. I haven't been through it before, so I'm in the back, so I'll just watch the front, you know.
After the elapsed time races, the big batches, all seeded according to how they finished on day 1, left under the booming voice of John Oliver. Many decided not to risk shooting Doozy Bridge and ran around. Day 2 of 44k pull to Ananda Dam has just 3k's of portaging. It's one the paddlers relish, with numerous big rapids to test themselves. And with close on 50 cubics of water released from the Nagle Dam, there was fun to be had. Both in and out of the boat. This first washing machine gave them a clean-up. Each of the rapids are well patrolled by lifesavers who try and guide the paddlers through the best lines and assist them if they take a swim. Some, in fact, seemed happy to take a dip.
I was just having a refreshing dip, you know. Didn't want to get the heat to our heads, so decided to throw it down washing machine. What a roller coaster, good stuff. A lot of fun.
Not everyone enjoyed their swim. Gauging wear, only one line here. But still needed to be taken carefully. Oscar Nanati took the safe option. Marini Foley Bridge, named after the two men who first came down the river many years before Ian Player and his gang 62 years ago. It's a great vantage point for seconds, family and friends. For paddlers, it can present serious problems because the river flows across from right to left, which means if you get it wrong, you could end up with your boat wrapped around a bridge pillar. Seasoned doozy rats know the line well. Today's last portage up Ngumeni Hill, the footpath links them with the dirt road.
Classic. You can speak to the skip on the back of the rudder there. He's driving. How are you feeling?
Yeah, surprisingly good considering I've just walked up a hill.
Pretty buggered.
A long slog, a mental test as much as a physical one. Time to dig deep and pull out those dancing shoes and a sense of humour.
See my Meals on Wheels there.
After the drag up, the run drag down, with something to look forward to.
Yeah, all right, eh? Looking forward to some big water.
A welcome water point just before the put-in. No need to take on any adrenaline, a river will provide. Threefold. After Gumtree came Tombi and then Hippo Rapid. And while many negotiated them all perfectly, there were more than a few who ran out of luck. And they were not to be too embarrassed. The race's defending champion Andrew Burkett came unstuck at Tombi. This is the heart of the doozy. Boldness, bravery, good luck every now and again. Oh no! Who said portaging was easier? Dion and Sias cruising through Tombi. Oscar and Artie decided to walk round. And they weren't the only celebs to choose discretion ahead of valour.
I may be all gung-ho, and I'm going to catch Artie and Oscar Chinowski and all that, but I'm sure as hell not dumb enough to shoot Tombi Rapid, which is that.
Sorry for you, Paul. There were countless others who took on Tombi and her sisters Hippo and Gumtree. Many do regard this as the heart and soul of the doozy, where decisions are made in seconds, to shoot or portage. The influx of water from Nagle Dam made for a rollicking ride, and a test of whitewater skills. And your confidence, just when you think you're through and safe and sound, you spin out at the bottom. Or hit a hidden rock. The excitement at shooting any one of the three successfully is palpable. That's how you do it. That's not. And he's excited. Well done. A K3 made light work of Hippo. Others not so lucky. After the mass adrenaline rush, it was the calm, flat waters of Inanda Dam. It's a tough pull for 10 Ks to the finish. Thankfully, no headwind. The welcome at the finish was, as ever, warm and flashy. 100 plus and Hansa, and a deep sense of satisfaction.
We have one rule though when we start the day, and that's to go for a swim. So we get our swim out the way. So today was good luck, and we just shot everything. It was a great day. It was an awesome day. I had so much fun.
I think I underestimated how much the body needs to rest, especially for someone like me who's never done the doozy. And getting back and pushing past the fatigue and doing a further 42.4 kilometers was just a true test of character today. It's been magnificent.
Nati no doubt reflecting the thoughts of all this year's novices.
Hippo was fantastic. It was great fun. It was like a big roller coaster down that big slide.
I'm here with my daughter. Her first time. Yeah, we've had a wonderful day, eh?
That's quite an experience. So to do your first, your 39th, I mean, it must be amazing for you.
Yeah, it was just hard today. Just one swim, so it was fine.
In the back, yeah. And the gardens in the front, and we got through, eh?
Just one of many familial combinations illustrating the deep roots this iconic South African sports event has planted all over the country. Matthew, the power in the front of Steph Bester. The prize, personal pride and a sense of achievement.
A couple of swims. It was mooi. It was fantastic, eh? Good water, good fun.
We had a good day, thank you. My goodness, but that water was big for us and we were bopped around like corks in some parts, but we managed to hold it together.
And the Unlimited CEO?
Well, the weather played along, so that made it a lot easier, I think, for everybody. And then there was a lot of water, so I was just saying to Doug now, it felt like we were at a Sharka for 7 hours, just coming down the rapids. It was absolutely amazing.
It was amazingly long at the end. It was good.
Yeah, just happy to be here today.
Pretty decent, had a good day. We had one city swim just off the washing machine there. But all in all, it was good, eh? Just this paddle was hard, eh? The flat water.
And how was your paddle?
Fantastic.
And the beer? Pretty good too. The Unlimited Doozy is about so much more than just paddling. Let's find out about the Unlimited Child.
We work in the Valley of 1,000 Hills. We work with pre-existing creches, and our aim is to ensure that all these children enter school with the ability to maximise their potential. What we'd like to do over the next 6 years is to get to 1 million children, so that all of the children will receive the activities and the stimulation that they need, so that when they get to school they've got the fine motor skills to pick up a pencil and be able to do their writing and their reading, and that their brain is working well enough so cognitively they can take in what the teacher's telling them.
The final day of the Unlimited Doozy Canoe Marathon starting here on Inanda Dam, and after 61 years a change in tradition with the leading paddlers starting at the back of the field, which will make for some fascinating racing.
It's just the most incredible experience I've ever had, and for anybody who's even thinking of doing this, do it.
Just the fear of the huge water today. After yesterday, lots of swimming, so...
It's very peaceful in your boat.
It's very peaceful. We don't fight.
Looking forward today, 55 cubics, so it should be quite an easy paddle down river. Bloody big.
The final day had many a twist and a turn and a decision to be made. At first, a flat water warm-up to the takeout at the Inanda Dam Wall.
Looking forward to the big water, a bit nervous, but hopefully we'll have fun.
Well, the morning's first strong paddle is done with off the Inanda Dam. They've taken out just above the wall and coming down on the road towards the Tops Needle put in here. Not many will be putting it above Tops Needle, that's for sure. There's so much water coming over the wall and they're running down here. The one thing they'll notice and be delighted with, heavily overcast, a light drizzle, very, very nice conditions for the day's paddle.
Don't you love it when people shout at you from the side to run faster and they're standing drinking coffee?
They just will never understand, will they?
Easy does it, baby!
Well, the put in at Tops Needle is a big decision to make, and some paddlers are putting really high, very rarely though. Others are putting in halfway down and making their way through Tops Needle. 35 cubics coming off the dam, and others are putting in way down. In fact, the majority are putting in way down the river here. This is the white water. This is why they're here on the last day of the Unlimited Doozy. Tops Needle is potentially race-ending in these conditions unless you know what you're doing. Umzanyati a little further down. Oscar and Unati all smiles. Wet in the river and wet from the heavens. There was plenty happening on the banks as well. Tell us what you're doing here.
We're trying to fix these Oaks boats because they can't drive properly.
You're setting them alight here?
Yes, we are. Trying to make a hot mix so it dries quicker.
Year in and year out, voluntarily bankside repairs. Just one of countless traditions on the Doozy.
We broke our boat yesterday in half, but we managed to repair at the end yesterday. And I'll tell you what, I love it at the back of the batches. Yeah, this is where the real fun, the camaraderie, and we're having fun. We just want to get to the end and have a nice answer.
Joe, hard luck.
Yes.
Not nice.
It was very lucky. I think we did very well to get through yesterday. And we did so well through Umzanyati and everything, and it was just unlucky.
An early end to the race, just too emotional. The portage over Burma Road is one of the day's big decisions. A good run can gain plenty of time, but it's grueling.
Survival now, that's all.
I wouldn't wish that upon my mother-in-law.
Never again.
There's no oxygen up here. Like Everest, you need a mask.
But there is plenty of local support at the summit of Burma. Those choosing to paddle around balance risk and reward as they take on Graveyard, Island 1 and 2 and 5 Fingers. Greg van Heerden with Liesel van der Westhuizen, cruising. River knowledge is vital here. Sadly, a few brave souls' races ended on the spiteful rocks on the paddle round Burma. But if you shoot the big one successfully, paddlers will tell you there is no better feeling. But there was plenty of carnage. There was, of course, the option to portage around Island Rapid. Once back on the river, they could smell the Indian Ocean. Although they still had lots of work to do. 5 Fingers having a say in the matter. But it wouldn't stop them from getting to Blue Lagoon. Thanks to the format change, the finish was jam-packed and buzzing as they awaited the paddlers.
The Doozy Committee would really like to thank the Unlimited as our title sponsor, and we'd also like to thank our support sponsors, Hansa, 100 Plus and the Department of Sport KZN. Without them we just wouldn't be able to run a race like this, so thank you to them, especially the Unlimited.
It was intense, huh? A lot of fun, but really intense, especially because I haven't done this race before, first time.
Tell us, give us the essence of the product.
Well, look, it's a ready-to-drink isotonic sports drink, and an event like this requires the best hydration possible, and in essence that's what we're giving these guys. It's the best hydration that they could possibly be drinking while doing an event like this.
How many of the executives from Unlimited, your CEO, paddling, and what does that do for the group itself?
Well, we don't believe in just actually handing over money. To us, it's about involvement. It's about getting on the ground. We've got teams on the ground. We had our CEO paddling for the second time. And I think putting all our staff on the water has been a great achievement and something we wanted to strive for since last year.
It's unbelievable. I still can't wrap my head around it. Just 120 Ks, not in a car. That's a big thing. It's an enormous thing, and I'm proud, and I fully understand the privilege. You know, out of 52 million people, only 6,000 are part of this canoeing fraternity, and not even half of those people have ever participated in the doozy. So it's a big day in my life. It's a tremendous day in my life.
The Unlimited Doozy Canoe Marathon comes to an end once again. 62 years, and it just keeps getting better and better. And you can bet that everyone who paddled this year will be back next year. From us all, cheers.
Cheers!
The Unlimited Doozy was proudly brought to you by The Unlimited, your everything.